Hi, I'm Dave Klappenberger. I'm sure you've had customers who from time to time say, hey, what is the best paint? Is it Benjamin Moore? Is it Sherwin-Williams? Is it Dynasty from Behr? Is it Ultralast from Pittsburgh? Probably don't say that one, but there's other three they might say. And you might have a go-to answer, but it's deep down inside, you really wish you kind of knew yourself. And maybe you've used them, all of them, I'm sure you have, but maybe you haven't tested them and compared them one side by side. So in this video, I want to compare the Benjamin Moore Aura with the Sherwin-Williams Emerald. And I want to compare its coverage, because that certainly is important, the workability of the paint, the washability of the paint, is it really self-priming, and things like that, and some final thoughts on it. So let's jump in there and get started and see who has the best interior flat paint. And if you like this kind of content, you know what to do. Okay, let's take a close look at the coverage. This is one coat of emerald, and you can clearly see the blue coming through very easily. Maybe you can, maybe you can't see that there is some white coming through there. With two coats, you really get 100% coverage. Can't see any of the blue here or there. So very good coverage with the Sherwin-Williams. You can still see the blue striping after two coats. Maybe I didn't put enough paint on the roller, and that's why. It is interesting that the white up here covered in one coat, so Aura covered one coat here but not in two coats there. My guess is it could be an applicator error. Both paints covered the hallway in one coat, which was an existing off-white. So I'm just going to call it a draw between the Aura and the Emerald. If you guys have had different results and you have some more information you can give, be happy, please post it in the comment section. Let's take a look at the workability. In that area, there was a difference. The workability of the Emerald from Sherwin-Williams was far better than the Benjamin Moore Aura. I was able to dip my brush in about an inch or so and able to easily brush 4 feet. With the Aura, you get about 3 feet with the same amount of paint, and it was harder to work. And over the long haul of doing a project, the additional time and drag of a paint will certainly extend the life of a job and make it a little bit more frustrating for a painter to use. However, after using this paint for about 3 or 4 hours, I started the Benjamin Moore, that is, I started to get used to the Benjamin Moore Aura and its lack of drag, and thought maybe this isn't such a bad paint after all for dragging, until I went back and I got the Aura, or the Emerald again, and the Emerald was going on like melted butter. It was just so easy to work with. So there clearly is a difference and an advantage to going with the Sherwin-Williams Emerald. I allowed the ketchup, mustard, coffee, red wine, pencil to sit on here for 24 hours, and then I cleaned it with a sponge and some liquid soap detergent. Gave on both sides of the sponge, the soft side, the scrubby side, break it down, and the Emerald came out really nice. Everything came off except for the pencil didn't, but you could probably take that off with an eraser anyway. A little bit of the mustard stain was left on, but other than that, it really cleaned up great. And for a flat paint to clean that well, very, very impressive. The Benjamin Moore Aura also cleaned up really well, but not quite as well. The same thing with the mustard tannin stains, or not the tannin, but the turmeric stains from the mustard were still left over, just like they were on the Emerald. But there was a little bit of red wine, and I apologize for this video not being of better quality. I've thought about redoing it, but just trust me, there's some red wine stains just above where the mustard stain is that you might be able to see. The pencil also did not come off completely, but did come off a little bit better than did the Emerald. Overall, being that the Benjamin Moore is a matte finish and the Emerald is a flat finish, I'd have to really give the slight edge to the Emerald, but both of them have very good washability, and there was no burnishing of the surface from after I cleaned it. Okay, so here I have some spackle, some crayon, some coffee, and I'm going to go over it with the Benjamin Aura to see how self-priming it is, and then I'm going to do the same thing over here with the Sherwin-Williams Emerald, crayon, coffee, spackle. see how good self-priming is there and compare the two. Both paints are self-priming. The Emerald and the Aura both covered the crayon, the coffee, and the spackle without any flashing or evidence that it previously existed. So I'm going to have to certainly give that a equally good grade. If a customer asks me, which paint do you recommend? I'm going to say, well, first of all, they both have great washability, durability, both cover really well, and you're going to be really happy with the overall look of either one of those two paints. However, the Emerald is a little bit less expensive, and for our guys working in the field, it goes on a little bit easier, saving a little bit of labor time. For those reasons, I definitely would pick the Emerald over the Aura, but I certainly wouldn't complain if I had to paint with Aura. It's not a bad paint. It's not even an average paint. It's a very good paint. I just think that the Sherwin-Williams Emerald is just a little bit better. Thanks so much for watching. Check us out as we're going to next do Pittsburgh Ultralast versus Behr Dynasty, and whichever wins of those two competitions, then we're going to compare it to the Emerald from Sherwin-Williams, and then see who really does have the best premium grade flat paint. If there's a type of paint that you think I should be putting in there to test, let me know, and I'll be happy to add that to the list as long as it's available in my area. Thanks so much. Have a great day.